Hey guys, John Williams here. Wanted to take a couple minutes to talk to you guys about St. Louis. It's an event for Nerium that's coming up. You've heard about it. You're probably wondering yourself, should you go? Someone asked me that question last week. What do you think? Should I go? And I said, let me tell you a little story. So I'm going to say the same thing to you. Let me tell you a little story. It's my story. It happened 7 years ago when I got introduced to this industry. I sat across the table from someone that's made about $10 million in the industry. And he basically said, well, why would you even do this business? And I was able to tell him, and that's your why, right? And for me, it was a few things that meant something to me. And it has evolved from then. But he said, are you serious about those things? I said, yeah, I am. And he said, then you need to get to an event coming up next month. It'll change your life. And I thought to myself, sounds great. You know, deep down, I'm like, man, I'm broke. We just bought a home in California. Okay, way too expensive. It's California. And we just had our first child, you know, all these different things. There were real excuses, valid ones too. And I think to myself, I'm broke. But I sat inside, you know, I'm thinking 1,000 miles per hour, and I'm thinking to myself, do I really want, you know, I said yes, but do I really want this? And I ended up thinking about a quote that I heard once that I try to live my life by. And it said, it goes like this. It says, we should be willing to sacrifice anything and travel any distance to surround yourself with greatness. And I thought, wow, if I believe that and I want to become more, I wanted more, I needed more at the time, I said, okay, I'll go. Where is it? And he said, Budapest, Hungary. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, you know, just my throat down in my stomach. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I was broke a second ago, and now I'm, you know, 1,000 times more broke. I can't go to Budapest. Guys, it's in Eastern Europe, Central Eastern Europe, so it's literally the other side of the world, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I can't go. But guess what? I didn't have the money, and I ended up finding the money. And I'm going to share with you and leave you guys a quote right now that I ended up hearing at that event. I traveled that entire distance, and guess what? They were right. My life changed forever. To tell you a little bit about what happened after that, I was able to build an organization in 6 different countries because of little things that I learned that day that changed me as a human being. My life is now where it's at because I made a decision 7 years ago. I know it's hard to explain, but guess what? You can't understand it unless you go through it yourself. It's like being a parent, it's like walking, running, riding a bike, anything else. You have to experience it yourself. I'm going to share with you this quote that I heard on stage that day from a gentleman that had became a personal mentor of mine that has made over $50 million in this industry. So he knows what he's talking about, right? And the quote goes like this. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth that ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would have come his way. Whatever you can do or dream, whatever you can do or dream, you can do. Begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. Guys, you are faced with a decision right now. You know what the right one is, deep, deep down. It's up to you to make that decision. My dad taught me one time, and it stuck with me, and I might even get emotional talking about it. He said, John, God knows your potential, but it's up to you to realize it. So guys, you all have unlimited potential. And I believe that it will be untapped, at least the beginning of it, if you get to St. Louis. I look forward to seeing every one of you there. Can't wait to see you there. I know you'll make the right decision. See ya.